This idea will make you believe in yourself. It will make you feel unstoppable. So did you know that the words you speak, these are really, really important? What if I told you the words you speak both out loud and in your mind are the reason that your reality is the way it is? Would you believe that? So by the end of this video, you're going to know how to really shape your reality with your language, and you'll understand why your language can lead to problems or can lead to solutions. My name is Alex Morgan, and I help you align your actions, your beliefs, your dreams, and your thinking so that you can achieve success. And success is here, and you might as well be ready for it. And one of the easiest ways to be ready for it is to be really conscious and intentional with your language, the language that you use, because the language really determines how much you believe in yourself. So many times throughout social media or whatever, when someone comments or someone has a question, I ask questions and I like talking to people. So recently I was speaking with someone and I kind of asked them why they joined a community and what their goals were and all of that. So no fault to this person at all. They were just having the conversation and I was simply trying to help them. That's what my first message was. Hey, I'm just trying to best serve our community, so you can tell me a little bit about why you joined and so we can see how we can help. And this person wants to make more sales with cold calls and things like this, reaching out to people, really prospecting the right way. So I asked them what their goal was, and they just want to use the language models that we're using in these trainings to help them really, get more sales, because they believe that people can really benefit from what they're selling. They really believe in the product, so they want other people to get the product, save money. That's the thing. This product will make this person have a better lifestyle. They'll have a better result and they'll save money in the long run. So they really want to help people. And I told them, I said, look, you have this wonderful goal. However, your unconscious mind, with how you have it set up, just saying you want to do more and you want people to save money, your unconscious mind doesn't know when that you're going to do the goal by. It doesn't know how many people you're going to help. It doesn't know how much money they're going to save or how much money you're going to make. You need to give your unconscious mind data. And they said, okay. So they started to formulate this goal. They started to give the unconscious mind data. And then they said something really interesting. So they said that they also have a mantra that they go by. And in this mantra, they figure that if they get more leads every single day and they're able to convert those leads, then that keeps them from being poor. And I thought, is that really the mantra that someone wants to have? Because if you think about it, what is this person's focus on? What is their language actually going towards? Yes, they're getting new leads. However, at the end of the day, they're also talking about being poor. And so I responded to them and I said, what if you had a mantra that said something like, the more leads you get, the more abundance you have, and the more that abundance stays and it keeps growing and growing. And of course, they like the idea. So our language is so important because the language, this is what you use to program your mind. It can influence your emotions and it can really give that unconscious mind data, and your unconscious mind then has that data and knows what to go for. So the language is really important because the language combined with our behaviors and how we really think, these things are all going to determine our reality. And if you think about it, an event happens from the outside, you filter it through your five senses and into your mind. And into your mind, then you start to filter it even further based off of your beliefs, your values, so what's important to you, your motivations, your memories, your programs that you have in your mind, your unconscious preferences. And then this leads to a picture in your mind, and this also has a feeling, a state, an emotion attached to it, and this ultimately leads to your behavior. However, if you think about it, where does the language come in? The language comes in as well with that picture in your mind. And if you think about it, if you filter something a certain way and you have an empowering thought, even if you have an empowering thought, yet you're telling yourself self-talk that's not congruent with that positive thought, then all of a sudden you're creating a problem. So most of the problems that you have, they are not a problem until you put language to them. So this is how important language is. Because many people, they filter things. Oh, I can do this. I want to do this. And all of a sudden they go to do it and they go, oh, that's difficult. I'll never be successful. I'm not smart enough. They start putting this language around this. So once you start to change your language, then you can rewire your mind, program your mind for success. Instead of I can't, you can think I'm learning. Instead of I'm not good at this, you can think I'm growing every single day. I'm going more towards abundance, like I told this person. Some people even think things are not possible. You can think this is a wonderful way for me to expand. So you need to be really intentional and really conscious of the language that you use, because the language is what's creating your reality. So think about it. What's a thought that you have that tends to creep in, and it keeps creeping in, and you put language around it even though you don't want to? Maybe you're telling yourself that you can't do something, you don't deserve something, you can't make enough money, you don't deserve to have certain people. These are common problems that people have. And one of the common problems that people have is they don't know who they are, because if you knew who you were, you wouldn't have a problem. And most of the times, people don't solve this problem because they don't change the programs in their mind along with the language that they're using. So they don't even know what their beliefs are because they're still using outdated, old, limiting beliefs that they learned from someone else, and this is shaping their language. So what if you sat down for a moment and you really thought about, what's the language that I want to use for my reality? Who are the people that are going to be around me that are going to use this language too? Now, I'm not saying that you have to cut different people out of your life, not at all. What I'm saying is you want to create the language you want to use. You want to create an ideal environment where people are also going to be using this language. This will have you believing in yourself more than you ever thought possible. Because imagine if you're combining your energy that you're putting into your language, combined with the energy of other people, and they're putting in the same steps. This energy is going to get stronger and stronger, and that means you're going to be able to achieve success faster and faster. And this idea right here, this will make you believe in yourself. So if you have a way to use the language that you want to use, which you do now, because you can ask yourself, what can I say instead? What can I do instead? What can I feel instead? And you're willing to learn, then you're going to be able to achieve all the success that you want. Because most people, they're programmed with doubt. They're not programmed with beliefs. We were born limitless. We were born with all the wonderful beliefs. I mean, imagine that when we were children, when we wanted milk, we didn't think that we couldn't do it. We didn't think that there was no way that we couldn't have milk. We went and got it. We asked for it when we were a baby. We just thought it was all right. We can do it. We didn't think anything of it. Our mind was clear. It was set on this. The data was, I'm hungry. I'm going to get milk. And over time, instead of getting a goal, people give themselves all these excuses, all these doubts. So these doubts rip out the program. They take away the program that you can actually do something that you want to do. So this is really how important your language is. And this is why it matters so much. And this person, once they started to formulate their goal, they started to think, they knew the exact actions they had to take. They know the exact amount of people that they had to talk to, how much they were going to save, how much money these people were going to save, and how much money that was going to put in this person's pocket. So then they were able to focus on the exact actions that they could take every single day and grow towards abundance. And of course, being poor, this was never a thought anymore. So go ahead and share this with someone who you think will benefit. If you haven't already, go ahead and like the audio and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate everyone who's been subscribing lately. Leave a comment below. What's an empowering piece of language that you want to give yourself now that you know exactly how to formulate this new program in your mind. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope to see you on the next video or the next audio.